energy healing is a process whereby we use attention, which is our nice tool that we have. Everybody's got attention. Everybody knows how to focus it. So the principle of energy healing is to focus that attention in the most intelligent and efficient and useful manner in order to produce specific results in the outer expression of life. So what we're doing is we're focusing attention down into the inner expression, the inner levels of life, which are the foundation or the fundamental of the outer expression of life. So what we're doing is we're going in the energy healing, we're going to the core. We go to the seed. If there's a symptom on the surface, we can use that symptom as a launching point to follow back to its source, and then putting attention in at the source of that experience, that symptom, affect change. And attention affects change in anything it falls upon, because attention naturally is wholeness. It is that form of being that we possess and we have control over with our intention, which is the stuff of which everything is made. Pure consciousness, pure perception, pure intelligence, pure being. So when we focus our attention, pure being comes through the channels of awareness and falls upon that, whichever our attention is going to, and it activates and enlivens, it wakes it up. It wakes up totality and wholeness, and it helps resolve imbalances. It helps bring completions. It helps bring completions to areas where there's some blind spot. So that's what energy healing is fundamentally. And what we're doing together in these webinars is we're kind of pooling our resources, our attention resources, you could say, as a collective. And we're working together in tandem to address some of the bigger issues, because it's really common that when a person gets a symptom on the surface, that the underlying seed of that symptom has threads or tie-ins to larger expressions of imbalance in the collective. So if one person with their one symptom or a few symptoms tries to follow back to the seed, it's not uncommon to find oneself faced with some kind of big, huge, dark, like intense thing. And any one person trying to look at something like that or trying to resolve it on their own could be a laborious process, or it could just be outside the range of the resources that they have. Whereas as a group, as a collective, think of it as if we have multiple points of perspective on any issue that we look at, because each one of us is looking from our individual point, right? So each of us with our individual points of perspective focuses on the larger issue, which can be at a collective level. And from that perspective, it's possible to get a nice handle on whatever that imbalance is, or whatever that underlying energy is behind the symptoms that, of course, manifest up for everybody in different ways, right? And working on that from a collective perspective, we have a lot more energy and resource and creativity and intelligence to apply. And so as we do that, it's easier to take out those bigger challenges that many of us on our own, we try to look at those situations and we can't do it. It feels too big. But when we do it as a group, it goes into perspective and it becomes small and becomes easy to deal with. So that's one of the principles behind the live webinars, is that we're working together as a collective to address the bigger issues that are fundamental to many of the problems that face our society as a whole.